Yo, welcome to Bhillz live stream powered by Quality Music Management. We got a special guest today with us, Rtistry. I appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
So before we get into everything with you, we're gonna play the song "Left Behind." So, is there anything that you want to tell us about the song before we play it?
Left Behind, basically it's a song I was going through a lot, and Left Behind, basically the title is just how I feel about me, about a lot of things, like a black sheep, just left out about a lot of things, just like people don't really hear me or see me enough, so Left Behind is like a way for me to be heard.
All right, so we'll get right into it, and then we'll come back and we'll talk with Rtistry after this. So this is Left Behind, and this is an unreleased song, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get right into it.
Got one with this one, Melody.
Show me that you feel my pain. I've been healing from the center by the window pane. It's hard to eat, it's hard to sleep when shit picking your brain. I can move my feet, but I can't keep up with the pain. I need the orc, I see the clouds, it's about the hurricane. But it's been storming on me since I was born and got my name. Choosing me, ain't picking no sides, I'm staying in my lane. Up the notch, I'm about to get my feet up in the game. See me in them pictures by myself, I'm not with gang. Don't let that get you twisted, got some busters that'll bang. See that in my eyes, that's not no lying, that's a pain. Don't let that get you twisted, I got power in my mane. I light these bitches up and know they fire, not the same. Keep lighting me up and I add fire to the flame. Keep bringing me up and don't speak highly of my name, but I got it in my range. We gon' switch it up, babe, do you like saying my name? He gon' eat it up and he gon' swallow everything. Told him what I love and he excite me every day. Babe, I need a hug and with a smile up on my face and say okay. Embrace me in my body. Love the way you question, yeah, my babe, she's so exotic. Say my name, you blushing, yeah, that shit get me so high. Loving when we touch and I be twirling my whole body. Show me that you feel my pain. I've been healing from the center by the window pane. It's hard to eat, it's hard to sleep when shit picking your brain. I can move my feet, but I can't keep up with the pain. I need the orc, I see the clouds, it's about the hurricane. But it's been storming on me since I was born and got my name. Choosing me, ain't picking no sides, I'm staying in my lane. Up the notch, I'm about to get my feet up in the game.
Nah, it's definitely dope. I like it.
Thank you.
For sure. So for people that are just getting familiar with you, go ahead and tell people a little bit about where you from and who you are.
Well, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, for sure. Show me state, show me state. Who I am, I'm just Rtistry. I'm a 28-year-old girl, and I'm just very passionate with music. Like I said, music is like more of a voice for me. I've always been like a shy person, not really like wanting to speak to people, just rather stay to myself, Been doing music since I was like, I would say 10 years old, just sitting at the kitchen table with my brothers, and then we just making music for fun. And I decided to take it serious. I decided to like start writing more so I can get better with it and just actually put my pain and my story inside of the music.
I love that. So we definitely gonna get more into all that, but I want to play another song real quick. So tell us about this Hold Up song before we play it.
Okay, so Hold Up song, it's more like of a kind of personal song. I was talking about a few family members in this song, and it's just basically how people, like, they'll smile in your face and they fake like they love you. The love be so fake nowadays, and then they portray it to be so real. And so I just have to let them know, like, basically, hold up, wait a minute. I know how they truly feeling, but also how they try to treat you and how they try to talk down on you. It will never change the way that I will be, and I'll always be the best person for myself, and I'll never change my ways, no matter how negative or how bad something can get,
For sure. So is this song available on platforms, or is this also unreleased?
On all streaming platforms, actually. You can go anywhere and you can listen to Hold Up. The Apple Store, on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere.
Okay. All right. So we'll get right into it. So this is Hold Up from Rtistry.
Turn me up, low. know how to get it. I know how to clear my mind, and shit won't make me bitter. Now hold up, wait a minute. I know how you feeling. That shit won't change my living. I leave with love and I want peace. That shit won't make no difference. Now hold up, let me finish. Hold up, let me finish. Now I'm that female timid. I keep my favorites with me. I see fake love, you want a hug, and I couldn't bear to give it. Cause I couldn't bear the feeling. Them hoes weren't there to get it. Them hoes be there to steal it. My energy, cause I'm enemy. Them hoes be dark like Slitter. Them hoes be dark like snakes, and they all up in my face. All them know they envy you. Can't push they soul to any you. They broke the coast, they been through. So hard I go in the booth. Don't want your love, not in the mood. Not all on you, I'm guilty too. Just cause I'm a kid from you. Not often do I hear from you. Not often do you make a move. Just know it's all love, even when I don't deserve it. Laughing behind my back if I'm the one who's hurting, but it's still love. P. Hold up, wait a minute. I know how to get it. I know how to clear my mind, and shit won't make me bitter. Now hold up, wait a minute. I know how you feeling. That shit won't change my living. I leave with love and I want peace. That shit won't make no difference. Now hold up, let me finish. Hold up, let me finish. Hold on, jump back in and wait. All this on my dinner plate. How far I go, I win a race. Some charges drop, I beat the case. Ain't happen yet, just meditate. I hate to miss my baby Shay. I need your like every day. I love it when you grab my waist. Now kiss me right here on my face. You feel like everything I pray. I pray. I know I'm up in Bay, it's late. Had to wash this mud up off my plate. Tears dropping, blood on my face. A day. Gator shoes and mother day. Gator boots to stump the snakes. Okay. Go ahead, I'm finished now. I'm finished now. I'm done, Lou.
That gator boots to stomp the snakes part is hard. I love that shit. That shit's
When
dope.
I say I was up all night trying to figure out what to put right there, I was up all night trying to figure out what to put right there, you know? And then I put that because gator boots, when I said that, you know, I was talking about the actual shoe, but I'm just talking about all the reptile-like people out here, all the snakes, period. You know what I'm saying? So we can use a snake to stump a snake, you know? Make them kill themselves.
For sure. So for people that aren't familiar, tell people about growing up in St. Louis.
Okay, so for me growing up here, my experience growing up here, it was kind of fun. It was enjoyable. You know, I love the city. I was in a situation where we were struggling a lot, you know, living with my dad. We was living like shelter to shelter, you know, living with my grandma, living with others. And it was kind of a struggle, but, you know, you see through that, growing up in certain schools, I didn't have the best clothes and shoes and the best look, you know, being raised just by my dad himself, you know. I used to get talked about a lot by people, kind of made me get upset. I started turning into a monster, fighting everybody, you know, just taking up for myself, starting to put my guard up a little bit, just because this city is kind of ruthless, you know. People, they judge you based off your appearance and not like actually getting to know you much, you know. Everything here starts to become a competition. Everybody's so like in competition with each other, and they don't even take the time to know one another. We can have fun here. You can like it's better with strangers. You know, it's better to be around people you don't know out here because they'll support you more. The people that you're closest with here are who you claim to love, and they love you back. They really don't support you much, you know, until it's popular to support you. You know, that's why they say it's best to get out the city you grew up in, you know, because that's where you find the most support at. But the city is nice. They got a lot of good food places that we like the Chinese food, of course, you know, the emos, of course. You know, it got its ups and its downs, St. Louis, you know. But was I afraid where I grew up at? Not at all. Because it helped me become who I am, you know, and it helped me be able to like go through survival so I know how to live in a world, you know. Like this is a good place, and I feel like I live in like a West Coast vibe, you know, in St. Louis. You know, we have some of everything in St. Louis. You know, we got the pine trees. You can find like any type of tree that you can see all over the world. You can find here. You know, you just have to travel your city more.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a big city with a small town vibe. Like everybody kind of, for sure. So what was it that got you first into making music?
Well, making music when I was younger, I used to hear my dad sing a lot. Then, like my mom, she was not in our life so much, so I really don't know too much about her. But they used to say she could sing a lot, you know. And then when I finally did meet her, she could sing, you know. So like seeing like my parents like liking music and stuff, and then just hearing music and just feeling how I felt when I heard songs, how it can like get me to cry or to get me to feel like a deep emotion, something that I forgot or something, like how the message would come across to me. I feel like, well, since nobody listens to me when I just talk to them face to face, maybe if I make a song, they'll listen to it more. You know, they'll want to hear
Hmm.
me, you know?
Yeah,
So,
that's like it sounds like the story of my life right there.
yes, yes.
Nah,
It's like
that's dope.
music is like a therapy. Like music is my psychologist, you know? Like when I
Yeah,
heard a beat, that's my psychologist asking me what's wrong with me. You know, when I
yeah,
heard a beat, that's my psychologist saying, tell me all your pain. You know, I'm listening. I'm here for you. And it's for free. I don't have to pay nobody, you know?
yeah. And it's special whenever you make something and then other people respond to it and relate to it, and it
Yes,
makes it like you said, you don't really feel as alone and shit because you feel like you can speak for people, especially for people
yes,
who
yes,
can't. They might not be as artistic to be able to make something for themselves, so you can create
exactly.
it for them. So how old were you whenever you first started making music?
I told you I was like 10 years old
Oh,
when I
okay.
started writing it down, just making little songs and stuff, but they wasn't like, they were like kiddish still, you know?
Yeah.
So I say I was about 19 years old when I really started taking it serious, but I still didn't like the sound that I had and the words. Like I had so much to say, but I didn't know how to say it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I was so angry, I'll say. I was so angry and still holding on to so much of everything that like my mind was like so boggled that I just was just speaking of anger, you know, everything was so you know, and not
Hmm.
actually taking the time to actually just reflect and tell the story, you know, and just be calm and just let it be heard in a way that others can understand and adapt, you know?
Yeah. So what were some artists that inspired you early on to start making music?
Okay, that's a good question. I like artists like I like TLC. You know, they have a lot of stories in their music. You know, I like Jennifer Hudson. She has a lot of stories. I like Mary J. I like Alicia Keys. You know, I love Michael Jackson. I love the Temptations. You know, I like people who have pain and a story to tell. You know, in their music. You know, even the new artists. I like Don Tripp as an artist. I like Rod Wave at times, you know, as an artist. I like Schoolie, from his old school to his new school sound, you know.
Hmm.
Young Boy, I like certain songs, you know. I'm into all of it. It's just as long as they're talking about something and have a message to send, then I'm all for it.
For sure. So tell people a little about like your creative process. Like whenever you're creating a song, like do you have like an idea, or do you like listen to the beat and let the beat speak to you, or tell people a little about the process of it?
Okay, so me, it's multiple ways. So like if somebody make me a beat and send me a beat, then I'll have to just listen to the beat and just like feel the beat and let the beat talk to me, start thinking about things maybe that I've went through or experienced to give me ideas like you said. And just try to find myself. And then there's times where I probably just go through a heated argument or witness a situation or something like that, like a personal experience, and it'll get me heated up to where I want to go to the booth now, you know, and I spit it all out, everything that I feel about the situation, or then it helped me think about other situations that I've dealt with that was like that. So now I'm just putting everything that, you know, people do or that I've done or that I've seen or experienced, and I just put it all out there, just like a release to let it out, you know,
Yeah.
because people don't care. You don't really have nobody to talk to, so I just talk to the beat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like 40 bars, that song, that was me like experimenting, trying to just make like a different type of song, you know, just a something different, you know. So that was more fun. That was just me ideal of fun. I heard the beat, it was a fun beat, and I just started rapping on it.
Okay, well, that's the perfect little segue. So we go play this 40 bars. So is it available right now?
Yes, it's on
Okay.
all platforms as well: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. everything you could think. I don't know them all, so I'm naming the ones I know, but it's on everything though.
All right, so we'll get right into it, and then we'll come back. So this is 40 Bars by Rtistry.
Hey, Will, this shit is fucking cold. Let's go. We ain't no hoes out here. Boss, little bitch, this a photo. And when we ride real fast, ain't no stolos. And when my niggas get the bag, we don't tell hoes. Drop them to they fucking knees, sloppy like a joke. Or my bitches cause a fit like a domino. And he don't want nothing but sex like a conjugal. I said, give me number neck like a bronchosaur. Baby, word of what, I never been no carnivore. Give me something good, don't have me out here searching for it. Pretty peace, I just stirred a war. Ain't no sleep when it's beef, call me herbivore. I killed them bitches in my sleep, nobody know I'm gone. I killed them bitches, ain't they niggas, go get some more. Them bitches out there by themselves, cause I done shot the guard. Them bitches hiding in the house, I'm parking on the porch. They be outside in a minute, I'm about to torch it. I just take money from you bitches, I don't do extortion. You bitches worried about my button, told you not to touch it. Rolling out the house, you see it, bitch, you bust it. Don't stop it till it's nothing, they dealing with percussion. That 40 nigga up it, just know you better bust it. My team been making buckets, them ringers get the drumming. Them pigeons get the humming, rumpa-bum-bumming. 40 boys in this bitch, and I'm solo. Bitches talking with the game, but they know though. I ain't that shit, that bitch's brain ain't no ho no. I use that shit for better aim, that's a scope ho. Bitches talking shit right after they deep though. Shit is funny, she could barely even speak though. Bitches on it, right after I seen hoes. Bitches funny, I knock them to their knees though. It's therapeutic every time I'm on a beat flow. Bitches want it, I show them their opponent. I do it by myself, but my shooter wanna join in. Every shot I got a shell, every bullet got a moment. I was out here by myself, don't say you doing nothing for me. Up in this bitch, I ain't finna quit. Ask the bitch, you want banana clip or do she wanna split? She a groupie bitch, she a goofy bitch. Always on some shit, told her suck it up, cause she ain't new to this.
Nah, this is dope.
Thank you.
It's dope. I liked all them songs though. All three of them, they're all really dope for real.
And then I tried to just email you 2 more songs. I'm not sure if you got them though.
Okay.
But it was a song called When I Was Young and a song called 722 as well.
Okay, I'm gonna pull them up. But while I'm doing that, tell people what would be your dream collaboration? Like who would you want to collab with? It could be a person either alive or dead or alive.
Okay, who would I want? That's a good question. That's like brainer. Let me think about that. Who would I want to make a song with?
If you want, I can play this. I got the video pulled up that you sent me, so I could play that real quick if you want. Unless you want to answer first, it's up to you.
I mean, I do a song with Michael Jackson and 50 Cent. I can do a song with them.
You gotta have them both on the same song with you.
Yeah, we gonna have to be. Michael Jackson got to sing the hook. 50 gonna have a verse, and I have a verse.
Okay, I like that. You can have Michael Jackson make the produce it too. You know.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
Dance. He got him on walk for us. He
so tell us about the song we're about to play.
722. So basically, the name of it, 722. That's my birthday. So I just named it basically my birthday because I went and recorded it for my birthday. It's 722. It's basically just telling about like life, you know, how you can't trust people, how people fake, and just giving a message of just how to watch your back, even with the people who's the closest to you, you know?
Nah, fact. So we'll get right into it. Y'all can find this on YouTube. This is 722.
Never trust a shark up in that water when you bleeding, cause it's only in his nature to sink his fucking teeth in. Do some ice off in there just to change the fucking and man, a lot of people hate me, but they don't got no reason. They ain't never met a bitch that's colder than anemic. Put them samples on the tray and let them bitches do back then when I ain't just had shit. Fuck that hoe, get mad quick. I don't really need no ad lips. Snake teeth come around me cause I'm worried about eating, I ain't cut my grass yet. Don't keep tripping on me, I'ma smoke my weed even though I'm asthmatic. Matter of fact, where my bag at? If you gon' get some from me, I'ma need my green, I don't do no cash out. Ho keep tripping on me cause you paid that fee and I'm gon' cash out. Don't keep speaking on me cause bro on speed and he gon' spaz out. They like to ride the wave, I be on go so they ride me waves. They like to hide the plays, I got my own so I'm riding days. They like to line your face, they like to hide the hate. I like to find a plate. Don't worry about me, I'm straight. Don't worry about me, it's cool. If you down for me, gon' make a move. I be dancing and stick with my tool. I be damn, I got stick it, don't move. I'm like Stella, I give you a groove. Call me Stella, I show you a move. I had one and I turned it to two. Let me show a little bitch how to move. I sent you to print it with blue. And my fault if you don't know how to use. Ooh, you bitches don't know how to move. Ooh, walk in with a stick on me too. Ooh, ha, ha.
So if you could, all right, so we did the collab. So if you could open for anybody that's alive right now, that's still touring or still performing, who would it be?
I just have to say Sexy just because she popping from the city. She really popping. I mean, that's what I say right now. That'll be something to experience, I'll say.
So how do you feel about the because you mentioned all the artists that you grew up like, what I mean, listen to and stuff like that. So how do you feel about the artists, the female artists that are out right now? Because it's kind of like the complete opposite of the list that you named.
Okay,
Like it's so far as like the style, it went from being like, what I mean, like to
Real
being like ratchet.
yes.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel like nowadays it's just not really much about talent. It's more about body popping and booty shaking and popularity. A lot of them don't really have a real message to say, only if it's soliciting their bodies and stuff like that. But it's to each his own as well. If that's what they're okay with and that's what they want to do, I'm not here to judge. That's not for me. But it's some artists out here that female artists, I'm saying, that people don't really listen to enough. Like Cardi B, she coochie pop and all of that stuff, but she also make music as well where she have a story behind, she know how to do both, so that's like good when they can do both because people want to have fun, so those be like club songs where you just want to party. I get it, we need them people out here,
Yeah.
but then it's good that they can be like versatile with what they do. But if they can't, I just feel like it'll get very old fast, or like, it's just corrupting their reputation to me, and I don't think it's that serious ever to like want to be seen. You should just like, because they have the talent, what I'm saying, and they also have the ability to grasp a crowd. They have the confidence, they have everything that they need to do it, but it's just like the way that they choose to do it, probably not the best way to do it. And I feel like since they have the crowd attention already and everybody already loving them, I feel like try to switch it up a little bit now because everybody already loving you. You already got them. They're going to obey your command. They're going to fall to your feet no matter what at this point. So, like, since you got them that way, you got them. So, like, show them because they're going to follow you no matter what, a different way, So use your followers and your people that you have, and try to put them onto something different, not keep us all so stuck down into that vibration,
Yeah, it's like once you get the attention, like first you have their ear, then you give them your heart type.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
And I agree with on what you were saying because it is like that. It's like you have to almost like sell yourself as a person, influencer, before people even give you a chance to even like your music nowadays. It used to be, what I mean, like the music is what people stood on, and if the person wasn't that good, like a shitty person, it didn't really matter because what I mean. But now it's like we gotta like you first before we even.
It's like you gotta lose yourself for them. You can't even be yourself for them to like you. Like they don't like authenticity no more. Like you have to be a trender. You have to do what's popular nowadays to even be like noticed or important to the people now. You can't just have an authentic talent that's really something that they know that they would like, but because the world not saying that it's okay to like it, then they're gonna not like it, you know?
Yeah, because it's all about clickbait, and
Yes,
a lot of people don't have their own taste. They only know what people like. Whenever
exactly.
if they want to pick out some clothes, they're like, all right, what are people wearing right now? You know,
Mhm.
instead of being like, what do I want to wear, or like with music, instead of being like, what kind of music, they'll be like, what are people listening to? You know,
Exactly, you know,
just
and
follow.
I feel like that even when people make music, like nowadays, so many girls, like and guys, but like we're gonna focus on the females, like so many of them, like they got the talent, but then they see people like Sexy and Big Boss Vet coming out, and people like even Lil Kim switched up her style a little bit, you know, and they
Yeah,
see people like them, and they feel like that's what the world wants, so that's what they gonna be instead of just being what who they are, you know, like we
yeah,
would never get a chance to actually know these people how we used to know, like the ladies I named, they were all separate individuals and had their own taste. They had their own like personality. All of them like were just being their self. Like they could be ratchet at times, you know, but they still
yeah,
did it in a classy manner. You know, they didn't have to exploit their self to do it. You know, they
yeah,
still had sex appeal, not ratchet appeal, but it was just a sex appeal behind what they did sometimes, you know?
yeah.
And it was just so different. Like they didn't care what others thought. You know, they just did it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And for the people that it was for, they gravitated towards it. And it's more than who you think that will gravitate towards it. You know, if you just keep being yourself and just keep pushing who you are. There's so many people who need people who confident in who they are and just willing to just be they self so they can know that it's okay to just be they self, you know?
Mhm.
People die behind the camera because they trying to please everybody.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that this is really the first time that girls have really been dominating, like, you know what I mean, like the way it is, because women, like especially women rappers and stuff, going, there's way more than, like, you know what I mean, at the time than there's ever been. Like it used to be there'd be like one or two, but now it's like,
Exactly.
and it's crazy because all the women rappers are going hard, and all the dude rappers are like singing about the feelings.
Exactly. You're right. You're right. It's changing. Yeah, it changed. It flopped. I feel like this time, like the women should take advantage of this time. Like people looking for them, people looking for somebody who can be like they looking for sex. Sex sells. It sells better than anything, you know. So of course they're going to pick that first because it's going to get them where they want to faster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But they just gotta learn how to sell other things. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah,
nip it in the bud. You know what I'm saying? Because you're always being watched, and they don't know. Like that's how people are gonna start looking at you after a while. Then they get mad at what people say, but like look at what you're doing. You know, like
yeah.
then they become so comfortable in a person that they're not even comfortable with being, if that makes sense. Like they became comfortable with it, but they still go behind the closed door and cry about it that we don't see. You know, they don't want to do this, but they gotta please everybody, you know, that they it
Well,
just
it's almost like there's like agenda that's getting pushed too. Like it's like it's especially with like the industry type music that it's like you have to have a certain sound. You got to be
yes,
like this.
yes,
You know what I mean? And until you really break it on your own, then the industry's not gonna open up to you. Like you know what I mean? Like if you just keep grinding and building up your fan base and stuff, and then once people start paying attention to you, then like we said, then everybody will come around. But
exactly.
but until then, it's like, you know, there's gatekeepers that aren't gonna let you get in if you're making positive music or you're not sounding like the agenda or being, you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
And
Because
see, and that's why I do my sound like I deliver a message in my music, but I also give it a worldly sound as well, just so the world can grasp onto what I'm saying, but then I nip it in the bud. How I said they shouldn't just say a little something. Like I won't give all of it as a positive speech. You know, I won't put
yeah,
all of that in it because of course they're not going to listen to it. Of course they're going to block that out and make it not be heard or seen. You know, so
yeah,
you give them what they want, but then in the midst of that, that's why you use metaphors. That's why you
yeah.
use it how you use it so that you can get it out there and whoever get it, get it. You know?
And it's like you don't want to be like too positive because then it's like comes off like preachy or like,
Yes,
you know what I mean,
yes, yes,
corny.
yes,
But
yes,
but I get what you're saying though. You got to hide in some gems there
yes.
for the people. You know what I mean?
and the ones who are actually music heads who listen to music to hear a message and just instead of just to hear a sound and have fun, you know, they'll catch those hidden gems inside of everything, you know?
Yeah. And it's good, and it's good music that where you can go back and listen to it and hear things that you didn't hear before, like, you know what I mean, because some music you could listen to a song one time and you've got it all, like, you know what I mean, like you heard everything. But then there's songs where like I'll go back, it might be a song that I've heard like 10 times, and then I'll hear it again, I'll be like, damn, I didn't even hear that part right there, or you know, or I get what they're saying right then. Like I didn't really get it before, but now like I get what they meant right there. You know what I mean? And that's timeless music. You know what I mean? Because the music that we're talking about, the agenda music, that shit is all that people who chase trends and stuff. Like I always say, like they put in a shelf life on their music, because if they don't get it out, but in this particular time, then it's gonna sound old. But if you're just generally making music for yourself and with your own style, then you're never really out of date. You know what I mean? Especially if you're making music about life, because people are always, everybody goes through the same shit. It's just a big cycle of people going through shit. And as long as you're making music about that, then people can relate to it. And you know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's why I use like all of my music. That's why I make sure everything is like real. I don't like nothing is fake when I make my music. Nothing is like trying to be like, you know, like trying to be like important. Everything that I say or I speak in every song is something that I've lived or that I was close to someone and I've witnessed their testimony as well, you know? So everything is all true, authentic from like life experience, you know?
Mm-hmm. So tell us about this one, When I Was Young, that we're gonna play.
So When I Was Young, it's basically a story type of song, just basically a glimpse in on my life and how it was, you know, just telling about me when I was young. How I told you I was living in all them shelters and stuff. It's just like a song basically giving a little more in tone about Rtistry's life, like, you know, the little struggle part, and not too much, but just some of it, and they can still enjoy the song and dance to it as well, you know?
Okay, so we'll get right into it. So this is Rtistry, When I Was Young.
Oh, no shit, Steve. You ain't giving me a job opportunity, so now I'm on your shit and I'm supporting myself. And go ahead and listen to my book. That shit, you cooking this shit up how I do. What is the new what?
Gang shit.
Bop shit.
Shit, because the feds is on bullshit. So when them cases get dropped, I'm fucking her up. Bro, I drink Quavo.
When I was young, the world seemed a little bit brighter. My fears seemed a little bit lighter. I knew it'd be all okay. When I was young, my dreams hit a little bit stronger. My heart felt a little more wonder of what I'd become someday. When I was young.
When I was young, I remember living in a shelter. It was my father, my three brothers, and my sister. And it was me. All the people love us, but they hate us actually. Fuck the loss, they always bring us pain and casualty. You ain't my dog if you can't see the pain inside of me. When I was young, I let them preach that game inside of me. When I got grown, I told them niggas practice what you preach. That's it. I give you some if you gon' try and steal my recipe. I give you some if you gon' try and steal the rest from me. I give you one if you gon' try and steal my whole 2-3. Be the coach who's gon' to love you, always dying to compete. I walked down that road before, so why you lying to my feet? Can't let you see me cry, cause I be trying, keep it G.
When I was young, the world seemed a little bit brighter. My fears seemed a little bit lighter. I knew it'd be all okay. When I was young, my dreams hit a little bit stronger. My heart felt a little more wonder of what I'd become someday. When I was young.
When I was young, I remember hanging on the block, yeah. And we was playing little game like having robbers. And I'm the criminal, you know I like to fight, yeah. And I remember we was going stealing bike, yeah. And we would put that boat on open, we would ride down. My killer man up in the finesse of my sniper. sniper. And two hands touching on these bitches when we fight them. In concentration for the pain, then I'm in Viton. Ooh, nah, nah. Pretty with the pain like ooh, la, la. Bitty with a bang and a fruit shotter. Ooh, mama, ain't waiting for nobody moving on my time. They say my body, yaddy, yaddy, on his mind. All the time, but he lying. Cut the bullshit.
When I was young, the world seemed a little bit brighter. My fears seemed a little bit lighter. I knew it'd be all okay. When I was young, my dreams hit a little bit stronger. My heart felt a little more wonder. What I become someday. When I was young, the world seemed a little bit brighter. My fears seemed a little bit lighter. I knew it'd be all okay. When I was young.
Who was singing on the hook?
That's just a beat basically that I just found on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just fixed it a little bit.
Nah, it's a dope song. I like it.
Thank you.
So I always like to ask this question. So what's the best advice that someone has given you?
The best advice someone has given me is just basically to just be myself and always know that I belong. Know I'm enough. You know what I'm saying? And always see the bigger purpose in everything. You know, like never give up, even in hard, tough situations. Like I had to realize, like when I was just having this conversation the other day, like to like basically think of everything as good, you know, like there's no wrong in nothing because everything we go through is for a reason, you know, and it might seem hard at times, you know, but we go through things to just like make us stronger for the next phase of our life. And we have to know that we're always changing and elevating, you know, so it's okay to be weak. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel, you know, and it's okay to express your feelings, you know, because the more you hold it in, like you hurt yourself, you know, because nobody cares. Like the people who hurt you, like they don't care. So you have to just be okay with not being okay, feel, heal, and move on, you know?
For sure. So for somebody, for someone out there that's going through like a similar situation like you that you went through and stuff, what's like a message? What would be a message that you could give to them?
Just like keep going, you know what I'm saying? Like follow your dreams always, like never give up, remove all doubt and fear out of everything that you want to do. Don't never let doubt or fear hinder you in nothing that you do, because it'll always make you fail, you know? Like just keep pursuing everything and always look at everything for the good, you know? Like have confidence, you know, have confidence in everything that you do and know that when you're doing something, you belong. Like you're not nowhere on an accident. Like nothing is happening on an accident. Everything is on purpose, you know? So even if you feel like you don't belong somewhere, you do. That's why you're there, you know? Always have faith in yourself, you know, and have faith in the Most High too, of course. You know, stay prayed up, keep praying, never lose your faith, and just always never fold on yourself, you know? Even if you're alone and you feel alone, you're not alone. Long as you love yourself, you know, and long as you know that you have a God in yourself and have yourself 100%, you good, you know? Like never fold, never fold.
For sure. That's great advice. So we got a couple questions from the chat. This is Young TZ from Quality Music Management. He said, why do you think having a team is important to you?
Okay, so do I think having a team is important? Yes. And why do I think having a team is important? Just because you need a team. Teamwork make the dream work. You know, that's the saying, you know, and you don't want to like overstimulate yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have too much on yourself. Definitely as an artist, you want to solely focus on like making the music and make sure you're putting your all into making that music and putting your all into that, like communicating with your fans and just making sure that you always have the energy to be there for yourself. So it's okay to have people to fall back on, to, you know, rely on, to have your back. Long as your team is loyal, and like loyalty is what everybody stands on, you know, like everything should work out when you have a team, you know, that's important. Like you need that. You need the extra support. I feel like that support system, You know, you can't, even if you feel like you can do everything by yourself, you can't, you know?
Yeah. Nah, for sure. And it's important to have the right people around you too, because you don't want to have jealous people, because you know what I mean, or you don't want to have people that aren't putting in the same effort as you neither. Because a lot of people like talk. Most of the people that talk the most do the least. I've learned. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they, you know, if you're doing stuff, you could let it speak for yourself. You know,
Yeah.
like your work is good and your body works to speak for itself, or you don't even got to tell people what you do. They already know. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's how I feel about my music. People be like, well, you don't promote yourself enough, but I feel like I promote me enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my music is damn good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I don't think nobody better than me in this city, you know, male or female. You know, I'm really coming with it, and I have so much that's unreleased and unheard. Like, it's so much of it. And then it's like versatile. I can do a song. I only release my raps because that's what I be more focused on. You know, the songs, none of them are really complete, or maybe I still got to be that confidence that I'm telling them to have. I'm still having to push that out of me fully. You know what I'm saying? So I can
Mhm.
just release it and just let that sound be heard, you know, because somebody will like it, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like you can never really promote yourself enough. Like, you know what I mean? Even whenever you're putting your stuff out there and you don't really get the likes, you see other people and they post some bullshit and they get all these likes, and
Yeah.
you work on a good song and you put it out, and it's easy to be like, put it out that one time, be like, you know, let it, but you got to keep pushing it out there, because you never know, like, especially the way TikTok made everybody's attention spans. Like, a lot of
Yeah.
people, they might have to see it 20 times before they finally click
Right.
on it.
Right.
And you got
I
to make
feel you
sure
on that.
everything you put out is great product, because you know there's so much product out there that if they give you that chance and it's not up to par, then they're not gonna,
Exactly.
you know what I mean, they might not come back, you know what I mean,
And
because
that's where the teamwork comes in, where you'll have your photographer, your videographer and stuff, you know, who get your best angles and record your best sides, you know. Long as you deliver how you need to deliver, then that's where the other part of your team deliver how they need to deliver, you know.
for sure. So we got another question from TZ. He said, what would you say has been your best song?
I don't think like my best song has been released. I don't really think I don't like I don't think it's been released yet. Like the songs that I have now, all of them are my best songs. You know, everything I do is my best. You know, I don't think it's nothing no better than the other, you know, because all of it has its own story, you know. So everything is the best when it comes from me. All of it's number one, you know. But it's some things that I have that like I feel like so cold, y'all, like it's so dope. And I haven't released it yet, you know. I'm waiting on a third party person to do their part of something, you know. But other than that, then I'll have it released, you know.
So what year did you start putting your music out on social on all the streaming platforms?
I say like a year, maybe 2 years ago almost, I started like releasing it all out, you know, and then I'll say this year, just recently, I started releasing them on YouTube first. I didn't really know how to go about it, but then like as I started going and doing performances, starting to meet other people who do music, they taught me about TuneCore. So now I go on there, and that's how I get my music like released to everything. And my wife, she's like my manager, my wife. So like she's the one who like make my music videos, who upload my music, who do everything far as that stuff. Like she take my photos and she do all of that type of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So she just let me basically focus on making the music. She supported like for me to like do my best delivery when I'm nervous, tell me calm down. You know, she a good supporter.
For sure. So how do you feel like the internet has impacted like the music industry, as far as like, you know, like you used to be able to sell CDs and now the streams, but it made it so easy for us to be able to get our music to our fans and to be able to speak to our fans. But like we said earlier, like there's so much product and it's almost watered down. You know,
Yeah.
how do you feel like the internet has changed the music business?
So it has its pros and cons. Like you said, the pros is like it's easy to like get it out to be heard, but then it's also a lot of people want to be heard. So like you said, it's hard to get yours up to the top of the algorithm for people to like actually hear it, unless every day you consistently sharing and promoting and pushing people to listen. Like you said, you can never do it too much. You're correct. But the cons is just like you have to be so high up in views and so high up in subscribers and followers to even matter, you know, to
Mm-hmm.
even start to get like any money or anything from royalties from anything. You know, you have to be so up and high ranking. Like I said, if you're not doing worldly things or doing what's trending and what's popping to the people, then you're not getting there. You know, not fast enough. Anyways, not how you could get there if you would to be doing something that you got to get out your body to do. You know.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think just like we were saying, like even whenever you don't get views and stuff, it's still good to keep putting your music out there and keep putting things out there because that way, because it only takes one song or one incident for you to go viral overnight. But the thing is, though, is you got to make sure that whenever you go viral, you have a body of work to stand on. So like let's say even if you went viral for whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? People, they're still gonna be like, they're still gonna look into you at that point. Because that's the problem is a lot of people they go viral or they trend and then they try to make up the work. You know what I mean? After the
Right.
fact. But then by that time everybody's already moved on to the next thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
it's like it's good to keep creating, even whenever it feels like you're not getting looks. Keep creating, keep putting it out there, so you have an archives of like a portfolio of your work. So whenever you do get that opportunity to be put in front of people, they can see what you can do, and you ain't gotta tell them about it or be like, you know what I mean? You could just be like, look, look it up, like there it is, you know what I mean? And then I've seen a lot of people that just like not known personally, but like where they were, you know what I mean, just doing it, and then everybody thinks they're one night wonders and stuff, but really they've been doing it for 10 years. You just
Yes.
heard about them,
Yes.
I mean,
Exactly.
overnight.
I had to realize that, you know, like just like even like seeing people and then seeing them back then when they weren't getting as much views and everybody laughing at them and stuff thinking it's funny. Now they all the way up there, you know? People wish they were in the spot and walked through the doors that they walk through now, you know?
Yeah, and just like you were saying, like how getting hate in your own city and people around you, and a lot of that is because a lot of people were all dealt with the same opportunities and stuff, and a lot of people, unfortunately, they could be a caterpillar their whole life, and they don't like to see somebody going in a cocoon and growing wings, and it's crazy because then you got people out here that are butterflies that are still crawling around with caterpillars because they don't want to fit, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's
Like
how.
people want to see you do good, but just not better than they're doing,
Yeah.
you know? Like you can be doing okay, but soon as you skyrocket past them or even just get 1 foot ahead of them, like they start to get back in that competition mode, like wanting to bring you down, you know?
Yeah, that's facts, man. So we got another question from TZ said, how do you pick beats you make songs to?
So I pick my beats based off the title of the beat. You know what I'm saying? I go off the title of the beat, you know, so like that's why it's left behind, you know, like it gave me something. I felt that, you know what I'm saying? 40 bars, I felt that, you know what I'm saying? Like I just go based off the title, and then when I hear the title, like I type in like a gospel rap type beat, and then it'll say I believe or still believe God has my back or something, and whichever one resonates with what I'm feeling or going through at the moment. Or if I type in, let me see, like a drill type beat is how I found 40 bars. You know what I'm saying? And it 40 bars. I was feeling that, you know, because it's just basically you rapping the 40 bars, you know, 40 bars, and I ain't feel like making no hooks or nothing. I was feeling it, you know. I heard the beat, I let it play. I'm like, okay, I can get on this, you know. And I started it as a freestyle, but then I'm like, okay, no, I gotta write this, you know. So I started to write it down so I can remember everything correctly, you know.
Yeah. So what's your out of your songs, what's your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song, I only performed 40 bars every time. But I would like to perform Hold Up. And then I have a song also called Made It. I actually performed there with TZ at they studio. I recorded that there. Um, and Twine, I believe that's his name, or I can't.
Yeah, Juan the producer.
Yeah, him. He was the one who did that. That's on Audio Mac. That song Made It. I did 40 bars there, but I had re-recorded it and made it different just because, like, I just wanted it to have a different sound. It was kind of flat, you know?
Yeah. For sure. So so what's your most memorable performance up to this day?
Um, the what's that place called? That baby. What's that place called that we went to for the performance? The Warehouse West.
Okay.
Yes.
So what made that so memorable?
Cause it was the first performance, and the
Okay.
first is always the most rememberable. Like I remember that because it was my first time. I was kind of nervous, but then I still let the crowd have it. I seen how I could grab the attention of the crowd, how I can get them amped up, and how I was there supporting even the other performers. But the
Hmm.
first one is the best one.
So what was your feelings leading up to the performance? Like did you feel like nervous and then you got up there and then you was comfortable, or were you just like how was because me for instance, I thought I would be nervous because like I used to get nervous like reading in front of class and stuff like public speaking, but for some reason whenever I get on stage I think it's just because I know that's like the element that it's
Exactly.
like I'm comfortable with it, you know what I mean?
Yes, and my it wasn't like nervous like being in front of the people. It was more so like because I don't mind being in front of the people. Like I talk to people, strangers all day, and be acting like I know them. But it was more so just it being the first time of performing in front of a crowd of people. Like would they like it? Would they engage? Just thinking about all the stuff I shouldn't have been focused on.
Yeah.
But once I started to perform, I started to like feel free. It was like a lot of stuff like released out of me and something else came in.
Hmm. So what do you enjoy more, performing or creating the song in the studio?
I like to make the music. I like the process and the art of like creating the song and like feeling the feelings like that I feel to create the song and actually like being able to put that together. Like it's like it's therapeutic, to sit there and actually create those words and those vibes and melodies.
Hmm. Definitely. So we just getting into 2026. So tell people what you got in store for the new year.
Well, my new year didn't start yet, but for my new year, I look to actually be doing more shows, more performances. I'm looking to like collab with more like local artists from the city. I'm looking to record more and like release more music, and just like get my fan base up, and just get me more seen.
For sure. So when does your year start?
Soon I'll give it like April.
Oh, so you just so it's not a particular date. You just like
Yeah.
why don't you start the year whenever on January 1st?
I mean, I started the year, but it's just not New Year's for me just because it's still dead outside.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Like so yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not
It's
New
not ready.
Year's.
It's not ready to come outside yet. It's still
Yeah, and it
hibernation.
starts.
It's hibernation
Yeah,
season.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what's up. So before we wrap it up, is there anything else that you want to touch on or tell the people about?
They can just go listen to my music. If y'all looking, go ahead and keep looking. Go ahead and go listen to Artistry on y'all Spotify, on y'all Apple, on your YouTube. Go ahead and stream me. Go ahead and share it, and just go ahead and follow y'all dreams as well, and keep on doing what makes you happy, and do it to the fullest.
For sure. So where can people follow you? Tell everybody your social media handles.
Of course, on Facebook it's Ninty Artistry. I have TikTok, also Artistry, and Instagram is all Artistry. Artistry everywhere, you guys.
Yeah, I like your name too, by the way. Like at first, whenever I first seen it, I was like, "What does that say?" And then I realized I was like, "Oh, it's Artistry."
Yes, I just had to take the A off,
'Cause
make
at
it
first, I was like, I was like, "Rtistry."
yes, and that's what they always say. Yes.
I appreciate you being on here for sure, and I look forward to seeing all the new projects and everything you got coming out. For sure.
Yeah.
So everybody, make sure y'all follow Artistry on all platforms. Y'all heard her, and anytime you want to come on here, you're more than welcome to. And if you ever want to jump on the Sunday stream, you can. We review songs and stuff, so you could always jump on the panel on there and review songs with us too, as well.
Thank you for the opportunity, B. I thank y'all for watching and tuning in, and I'm most definitely coming back.
For sure. All right, much love, everybody. Y'all make sure y'all go follow.